Skol, Vikings Nation. Buckle up, because we've got some electrifying news that's sending shockwaves through Minnesota. The 2025 NFL Draft is in the books, and while the Vikings made waves with their 5 picks, it's their undrafted free agent haul that's got everyone buzzing, especially one massive steal. Kansas offensive tackle Logan Brown. Is this the move that solidifies our O-line as a force to be reckoned with? Let's dive into the heart of this purple and gold saga and unpack why Brown's signing is the talk of the town. Picture this. A 6'6", 311-pound beast who was once a 5-star recruit, now donning the Vikings' horns as an undrafted free agent. Logan Brown's journey to Minnesota is a roller coaster of highs and lows, and it's got all the makings of a Hollywood redemption story. But can this former Kansas Jayhawk rise above his rocky past to become the next gem in Kevin O'Connell's system? Stick with me as we break down this blockbuster signing in 10 gripping chapters. So, grab your Skol chant, fire up your passion, and let's get into it. Because this is Vikings news you don't want to miss. What do you think about Brown's potential? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's see if this UDFA can become a legend in purple. The 2025 NFL Draft was a wild ride for the Vikings, and while our 5 picks, like Maryland's Ty Felton and Penn State's Kobe King, added some serious firepower, it's the undrafted free agent class that's stealing the spotlight. Minnesota signed a whopping 19 UDFAs, and the consensus is clear. This might be the best UDFA haul in the NFL. Leading the pack is Logan Brown, a name that's got scouts and fans alike buzzing with excitement. Brown, a towering offensive tackle from Kansas, wasn't just another name on the board. He was ranked as high as number 53 overall by some analysts, with a second-round grade from outlets like Gridiron Grading. Yet, somehow he slipped through all 7 rounds, landing in Minnesota's lap as a UDFA. This isn't just a signing, it's a heist, and Vikings GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah is looking like a mastermind for snagging him. Why is this such a big deal? Because Brown's potential could be a game-changer for an offensive line that's already anchored by stars like Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill. With J.J. McCarthy potentially taking the reins as QB1, protecting him is priority number 1. Could Brown be the depth piece that elevates our O-line to elite status? Let's dig into his story and find out. Logan Brown's college career is a tale of untapped potential and resilience. Hailing from East Kentwood, Michigan, Brown was a 5-star recruit in 2019, ranked among the top 10 players nationally when he signed with Wisconsin. His size, athleticism, and agility made him a can't-miss prospect, but injuries and inconsistency at Wisconsin limited him to just 26 games over 4 years. In 2023, Brown transferred to Kansas, hoping for a fresh start, but injuries struck again, sidelining him after just 2 games. Finally, in 2024, he put it all together, starting 11 of 12 games for the Jayhawks and earning an impressive 82.5 PFF grade. His performance showcased the elite traits that once made him a recruiting darling, but durability concerns kept him off draft boards. Now, Brown's in Minnesota, ready to rewrite his story. Vikings fans, this is the kind of high-upside gamble that could pay off big time. What's your take? Can Brown overcome his injury history and make an impact? Hit the comments and let's talk. Let's talk talent, because Logan Brown's got it in spades. At 6'6" and 311 pounds, he's got the prototypical size for an NFL tackle, but it's his athleticism that sets him apart. Brown's lateral mobility is off the charts. His 4.51-second shuttle time at the combine was elite, and he allowed just 6 pressures on 293 pass block snaps last season. That's the kind of agility that makes coaches drool. His film screams potential, especially in the run game. Brown thrives in wide zone schemes, using his quickness to seal edges and climb to the second level. Under Kevin O'Connell's zone-heavy offense, Brown's skill set is a match made in Valhalla. He's a mauler with finesse, but his anchor needs work to handle NFL power rushers. The upside here is tantalizing. If Brown refines his technique and stays healthy, he could be more than just a backup. Some analysts compare him to Chiefs guard Trey Smith, another former 5-star who found his groove in the pros. Do you see Brown as a future starter? Let me know below. The Vikings' offensive line is already a strength, with Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill forming one of the NFL's top tackle duos. Add in Garrett Bradbury at center and guards Ed Ingram and Blake Brandel, and you've got a unit that's paved the way for Aaron Jones' explosive 2024 season. But depth is where champions are made, and that's where Brown comes in. Right now, the backup tackle spots are held by Walter Rouse and Justin Skule, but neither has Brown's raw upside. Rouse, a 2024 sixth-rounder, and Skule, a journeyman, are serviceable, but Brown's athletic profile gives him a shot to leapfrog them. If he impresses in camp, he could carve out a role as the swing tackle by season's end. This is where the excitement builds. Imagine a scenario where Brown develops behind Darrisaw and O'Neill, learning from two of the best. Could he be the long-term answer if injuries strike or O'Neill's contract becomes a cap concern? Vikings Nation, what's your gut telling you? Share your predictions. Why did Logan Brown go undrafted? That's the million-dollar question. Despite his top 200 ranking on consensus big boards and a 9.49 relative athletic score, durability concerns and a rocky college career scared teams away. Injuries at Wisconsin and Kansas, plus a dismissal from the Badgers program for undisclosed reasons, raised red flags. But let's be real, every NFL draft has its oversights and Brown feels like one of them. Analysts like Jake Rabati called him a top 53 prospect, and NFL draft files likened his upside to a day 2 pick. The Vikings, known for their UDFA wizardry, shout out to Ivan Pace Jr. in 2023, pounced on the opportunity to sign him. This is where Minnesota's scouting shines. By taking a chance on a high-risk, high-reward player like Brown, they're betting on their coaching staff to unlock his potential. Do you think the Vikings struck gold with this signing? Drop your thoughts and let's debate. Kevin O'Connell's system is the perfect landing spot for Logan Brown. The Vikings' wide zone scheme thrives on athletic linemen who can move in space, and Brown's lateral quickness makes him a natural fit. His ability to pull and block at the second level could add another dimension to an already dynamic rushing attack led by Aaron Jones. O'Connell's track record with linemen is promising. Under his guidance, Darrisaw has become a Pro Bowl caliber tackle, and Bradbury has revived his career. If O'Connell and O-line coach Chris Cooper can polish Brown's technique, especially his anchor against bull rushers, the sky's the limit. Vikings fans, this is where it gets fun. Picture Brown pancaking defenders in purple, opening lanes for Jones, or protecting McCarthy on a game-winning drive. How hyped are you for this fit? Sound off in the comments. The Vikings UDFA class isn't just about Logan Brown. It's a masterclass in roster building. Alongside Brown, Minnesota signed players like Minnesota QB Max Brosmer, Georgia T. Ben Urosek, and Texas WR Silas Bolden, all of whom were top 300 prospects. This group has the potential to produce multiple contributors, just like Pace Jr. and Andre Carter II did in recent years. What sets this class apart is its depth and quality. According to Wide Left's Arif Hassan, the Vikings UDFA Hall ranks number 1 in the NFL, thanks to signings like Brown, who was the top-ranked UDFA on some boards. This isn't just quantity. It's strategic, filling gaps with high-upside players who fit O'Connell's vision. So what's the ceiling for this group? Could Brown and his UDFA teammates push the Vikings roster to new heights? I want to hear your bold predictions. Hit the comments and let's dream big. Let's talk about the bigger picture. The Vikings' offensive line and its role in 2025. With Darrisaw and O'Neill locked in, the starting unit is rock solid. But injuries are the great equalizer in the NFL. Last season, the Vikings' O-line held up despite losing Dalton Risner for stretches. But depth remains a question mark. Enter Logan Brown. Brown's signing isn't about immediate impact. It's about building for the future. If he makes the 53-man roster or lands on the practice squad, he'll have time to develop under one of the NFL's best O-line coaches in Cooper. His versatility to play tackle or potentially slide to guard like Trey Smith adds another layer of intrigue. What's your vision for the O-line in 2025? Do you trust Kwesi and O'Connell to turn Brown into a contributor? Or is he a long shot? Let's get the conversation going below. The fan base is buzzing, and it's not hard to see why. Posts on X are calling Brown a steal and a prototype for the Vikings system, with some fans already dreaming of him as a future starter. The hype is real, but so is the challenge. Brown needs to prove he can stay healthy and refine his game to earn a spot. This is what makes being a Vikings fan so thrilling. The hope of uncovering a diamond in the rough. Brown's story resonates because it's about redemption, grit, and the chance to shine in purple. Whether he's blocking for McCarthy or paving the way for Jones, the potential is there for something special. So where do you stand, Vikings Nation? Are you all in on the Logan Brown hype train? Or do you need to see it to believe it? Share your vibes in the comments. As we wrap up this deep dive, one thing's clear. The Vikings are playing chess while others play checkers. Signing Logan Brown as a UDFA is a low-risk, high-reward move that could pay dividends for years to come. Whether he's a practice squad stash or a surprise roster lock, Brown's journey is one to watch in 2025. Skol Nation, this is why we love this team. The passion, the potential, the purple pride. Let's keep the energy high as we head into mini-camps and training camp, where Brown will get his first chance to shine. Who's ready to see him dominate in purple? Let me know below. Before you go, hit that like button if you're pumped for Logan Brown and the Vikings UDFA class. Subscribe to the channel for more Vikings news, drop your hottest takes in the comments, and share this video with every Vikings fan you know. Skol Vikings, and let's make 2025 our year.